Alright guys, welcome to the first video for the course. You'll of course be needing your Chromebook, your notebook to jot down today's notes and something to write with, okay? The first thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and capture these 4 vocabulary words, put them at the top of your notes in your notebook, and take advantage of Google, okay? This is at this moment you can pause the video, go ahead and get on Google and look up the definitions and put them in your notebooks, okay? Once you do that, you can go and hit play on the video, okay? Now let's go and continue. The name of this lesson is Simplifying Linear Expressions with Distributive Property, okay? So what we're going to have here is 30 problems, okay? And the first 10 are classified as easy, the next 10 medium, and the last 10 hard, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and pick random problems, solve them so you guys have a good idea of what it's going to look like, okay? Alright, so let's go ahead and pick this one here in the middle. So yeah, these are easy, so let's not make them any more complex, okay? Now, the one thing that is important is that these are linear, okay? The exponent is 1, nothing higher than that, and we have 3 terms, right? The 7, the 5v, and the 3v, they're each term separated by pluses and minuses, okay? So that's important. So yeah, let's go ahead and simplify this one. 5v minus 3v, both of them have the same variable to the same exponent, so I can combine them. 5 minus 3 is 2. And the 7 doesn't have a v, so it's not a like term, so we're going to have to keep him separate, okay? So 7 plus 2v, done. Next, let's go on to the medium difficulty exercises. Let's do 14, okay? Now, if you look at this one, it is a little more demanding, and it is going to require the distributive property right here, okay? Now, if you're thinking about maybe combining these two, remember PEMDAS doesn't allow you to do subtraction before multiplication. So let's go ahead and carry out the multiplication. Okay, we're going to distribute him here, which gives us plus 30. And we're going to now distribute him over here, which gives us minus 48n. Okay, I'm sure some of you guys get this really easy. If not, for some of you guys, we'll spend some time clarifying and answering questions. But those of you guys that got it, let's go ahead and just move forward here. Okay? But please, in class, don't hesitate to ask, why, and can you repeat that, and stuff like that. Okay? So here, these two terms are like. They don't have a variable. Okay? So there are two constants. Well, negative 5 plus 30 is 25. And then we have minus 48n left over. Okay? That's it. That one goes right there. Okay? Alright. And you guys will be doing this on a separate sheet of paper. Okay? I'm referring to everything. This little bit here goes in your notebook as notes. Okay? So you can look at them in about 2 weeks, 2 months. It'll be nice and fresh. The rest of it, we'll work on it in class on a separate sheet of paper, okay? But again, let's go ahead and look at these last 10. These are the hard as far as difficulty goes. We're going to do 24. Okay, you want to put this in your notebook as notes. So let's go ahead and get into it, okay? As you can see, it is a little more work, but other than that, the difficulty level is really not much higher, okay? Just more steps. So anyways, if you guys are looking at this and thinking distributive property, great, okay? We're gonna have to distribute him to him, him to him, and then this guy right there, this guy right there, okay? If not, in class you can ask, well, how do you know, or why, anything like that, that'll fly, okay? But for those of you guys that know, let's go ahead and move forward here. So now we're gonna go this whole term, negative 7n times n, okay? We've got, all right, we distributed that. Now we're going to go in here and distribute. So that gives us negative 7 times minus 8 is positive 56n. Okay. Then we have a plus, and we have 8n. This term multiplied times the negative 1, which gives us negative 8n. Okay. And then we've got to distribute one more time. So this 8n times a minus 8n is minus 64n squared. Okay. Minus 64n squared. Okay. Now that I've distributed, let's go and combine like terms. So he's got an n squared and so does he. So let's go and combine those two. A minus 7 minus 64 becomes a minus 71n squared. Next in line is the n. And then the 56 doesn't have another term like him, so these guys get to stay the same. I've used them all, and that's my answer, okay? Negative 71n squared minus 8n plus 56. And that's a wrap, guys, okay? We'll go and spend the rest of the time working out these problems in class, okay? All right, see you in class.